Skipper coming out, and Skipper, I do have a bio for him. He is Alfonso Giron. Again, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, please feel free to correct me in the chat. He joined again fairly recently, new player, and he was a loyal player through the recent ordeals of the team, and but he left Team SMI after this showing, actually to rejoin his team StarCraft Academy that he originally came from. But SMI wanted to say that they are very grateful for the time that he spent with them, and they have high hopes for him in the future. So a lot of very good feeling across the board. It looks like Heron is the correct way to pronounce that. Thank you for the correction in chat, Hellbent. So yeah.
So, as Skipper comes out, the score is going to be 3-2. 3 for SMI, 2 for NrG. This has been a very close series. SMI getting out to a 3-1 lead, but NrG coming back with the power and command of Demo and his biomine style, which is very aggressive. Really prevented his opponent from expanding a lot, but we are going to get to see a TVT here, which thus far in the tournament and in Heart of the Swarm, TVT has been quite interesting with, again, the biomines being much more of a focus than just the marine tank and the huge positioning battles.
And we still see that a little bit. For whatever reason, there is a lot of variability in that traditional play. It's a lot more. I'm not entirely sure what they did to change it, but man, Terran versus Terran has been a lot more
dynamic,
rambunctious.
Rambunctious is a good word too. We are seeing a lot of awesome communication in chat there, people talking about the matchups, talking about the games. That's awesome. We're glad to have you here, glad that you are getting involved in the cast this evening, glad you're enjoying it. So do speak up. We're keeping an eye on chat. It's nice to see you here. And also do give us any feedback in chat if there's anything. Also tweet us on Twitter at WingedSC, at Galligation, and at SC2CTL. We love to hear that feedback, both positive and we'll call it constructive.
Yep.
So that these casts and league can continue to improve as we move right on through Season 1 of SC2CTL.
That's right. Plenty of good games coming up.
And I think we are ready to jump right on into game number 6. Will NrG even up the series at 3-3, or will SMI be able to move themselves back on the lead? We will soon find out as we start in the upper right-hand corner. It is our green Terran, the champion of last game, coming out to bring his team back into it. It is NrG's Demo.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Team SMI, it is Skipper.
I love that little star icon he's got there. I've not really messed with that on my account too much. Some of the game heart that you can use when you're doing live casts, which you can't use when casted from replays. But this is a pretty nice overlay we've got here. But the cool thing is you can integrate the team logos into game heart, and that's just cool when you have EG outside of the main buildings, or the team logos like out in this area here. It's really neat to see. Question in chat is, who's going to win the WCS finals as we watch the openings of these players? What do you think, Galligation?
I really don't know.
Is the Artosis curse going to hold up and Innovation going to not win?
I honestly, I really love the Artosis curse, and I hope it continues to be a thing, mostly because I love the reactions that he has when his predictions fail to materialize.
We share some genetics apparently in that regard. Usually if I'm going to predict something, it goes the exact opposite.
Well, at least tonight it does seem that way. You talked about how we weren't seeing a whole lot of Forge Fast Expand, and then that's all we've seen against Zerg tonight for Protoss. So
yeah, I'm really hoping a Protoss doesn't win just so that we can get a buff. That'd be super nice. If Terran comes out and Zerg comes out looking really strong, then maybe David Kim will be like, hey, wait a second, maybe Protoss needs to have Templars start at full energy again. High five from the SCVs on the left side of the map. That must have been a specific click from Skipper, as the SCVs usually one goes to the top, one goes to the bottom. Supply depot going down the back here as well.
Potentially trying to see if he could high-five that SCV to make sure it was on its way over.
Yep, a Marine does pop out, so that SCV is not going to be long for this world. As he does get a little bit of a juke, but no, it's not going to be enough. So I think he's going to get. Oh, he's so close. That SCV is really going to get out of there. See, there I go again. I was predicting the SCV is going to die. Nope, the Marine's going to come out to the ledge. He's going to get one more shot. Yeah, there he goes.
There it is. Reaper is coming out from Demo, and that SCV does see it, trying to get back in, but is not able to.
Yeah, he gets cornered as well in those supply depots.
So that Reaper is going to be coming across the map, but Skipper does know about it, and those Marines are in the position they need to be to intercept the Reaper.
Yeah,
so he's going to have a nasty surprise waiting for him when he jumps that ramp.
I haven't really seen it one-on-one, a Reaper or Marine. Who wins?
You know, I haven't seen a lot of that either.
This Reaper's definitely not going to get fires. There's a lot of Marines here. If he would just get... If he would have had those Marines positioned just a little bit right at the top of the ramp and got one extra shot, that Reaper would have been down, but that's not a huge deal. The Reaper's just going to heal himself up out there and try and poke back in.
Second Reaper coming out now from Demo. So they're going to try and meet up and do some fun shenanigans. Starport coming down from Skipper, and there is a tech lab building off that factory.
Yeah, so what are we going to see out of that? It's a little bit of the unusual style. Probably tanks, I would imagine, as now tanks don't need siege. So you can get those out real quick and secure yourself a base. Oh, the Reaper's going to get around it. It just gets killed as he jumps up that cliff. That must have been a very painful death as he was in the air, I think, when
he was indeed trying to jump that ramp. The tech lab is switching onto the starport, of course.
Tech lab was indeed for the starport. So is that going to be Cloak and Banshee? Yes, this is one of the cool plays we've seen. A lot of times paired with a mine marine drop is really effective if the other opponent is not prepared for it. But right now it looks like there is no detection. Command center going down for Demo.
And Demo getting 2 more Reapers here. I'm not sure what he's hoping to pull off with those. He's got a total of 4, I think.
If anything, I'd just say to keep Skipper in his base, which so far it's being quite effective. Because once you get up to 4 Reapers, I think you can 2-shot an SCV, but so you do have to. It's enough to where you have to be mindful of it. But once this Cloak and Banshee finishes, oh my gosh, that's gonna be trouble.
And he's scanning to make sure that he can get in safely, but that he does see the Banshee and the Marines.
Yeah, so we're gonna see some. See an engineering bay and some turrets go down here relatively quick. He does have the E-bay. There goes the turret, so he's going to be pretty safe against this Banshee play.
Oh, but these are okay, good. The Reapers are going over. I thought they were going to jump right into that mine. Oh, so many.
That mine is positioned very nicely there, so there's really not much of a path for those to get up there. But the Banshee's going to be coming into the base of Demo now to see what it can do. But this turret is positioned pretty well here, so he's going to have some good micro. You get 1 kill here, but not enough. There's another turret here out in the middle.
Snipe that tech lab, and that just gets canceled to avoid that.
Yep, a Raven coming out for Skipper, so not sure what he's seen to make him decide he wanted that, but it's got that tech lab, so why the heck not? It is going to be Marine tank, it looks like. Raven actually really good. If you can get a Hunter Seeker off on a big group of Marines, that's just sick.
Even that auto turret's pretty neat. I actually saw a Reddit post today about a frustrated player
I know what
playing a PvT, and apparently those auto turrets count as buildings.
Yep.
So it was a 4-hour game, is what I think he said.
Yep. Every time the stalemate counter would pop up, the Terran player would just put down an auto turret and it would reset it. So there you have it, folks. If you get in a stalemate, just have a Raven.
But now it looks like Skipper is moving across the map with a very diverse group of units here.
Yeah, he does end up saving that Banshee. He did have a close call with some Marines there. Those Reapers are still here, so they could do a bit of a swing here as that mine has been pulled out and there's nothing left in Skipper's main base, really.
But Demo's going to have a hard time here as he's only got Marines back at home to try and deal with this, and this is a very eclectic group. That tank is going to be able to tear these Marines up if it gets sieged.
Demo not prepared at all. He is supply block too, so he's not able to make any more units. The food count for Skipper way in advance. That mine is out there just ready to bait the units into it, but the tank kind of pushing them away also, but he's going to be forced to lift up that natural and move it back into the main.
And Skipper has actually got quite the lead here in those regard. I don't know where those Reapers went. Did they get picked off?
I'm not sure.
It looks like they tried to go in and got picked off.
Yeah. The Banshee moving in, all the SCVs out in front to take up some damage. Oh, but a Hunter Seeker goes down on all of the SCVs, and that's going to be, disastrous for Demo.
Tank moving forward for Skipper, or the mine, and that is going to be GG.
Apparently Demo predicted the outcome. That was a pretty cool game. Like I said, TVT is much more interesting these days. You know, seeing the diverse army out of Skipper was really cool with that Raven, the Banshee, the Marines, the tank. He definitely had a lot of different techs, and I think that caught Demo off guard because he was going down one path and just wasn't able to get a lot of it up because he was kept busy with the Banshee there for a while, so he had to deal with that. And really cool play out of Skipper.
Yeah, I almost wonder if Demo didn't get a little bit into his own head too much in terms of getting psyched out of thinking that he was going to lose. His play didn't seem as clean as it did the previous game. So he is going to